Hi everyone, I am just doing a quick video to show you something that I haven't seen yet. I've been looking for a comparison between the Aliexpress weekly planner and the Hobonichi weeks. I originally bought two of these mainly to see if I like the size. I go between a very large planner, well, not very large, like a half letter, to a little personal size planner. I go back and forth all the time, and I'm really finding that since I don't decorate and I'm really functional in my planning, that a smaller planner is really what I'm looking for. So I purchased this from Aliexpress. I think it was only like $7. It didn't take that long to get here, like 2 or 3 weeks. And I decided that I really like the size of it. And so today I decided to do a comparison between the two, since I couldn't find any online. I see reviews for this and I see reviews for this, but never the two together. And if you see them, let me know, because I haven't found it. All right, so anyway, the Aliexpress and the Hobonichi weeks. This is a spring edition. Comparing sizes, let me see if you can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so this one I've been using a little bit. This one is brand new. So the size is very comparable. Get these all lined up. So it's very, very minimal. Every time I move the table. They're almost exactly the same height, and they are the same width. The thickness is different, obviously, because this is that really thin paper. And this is just regular paper. I don't know the GSMs on them, but you can see here, so with the covers, this Aliexpress one is about 1/2 inch. With the covers, this one's like 3/8 of an inch. So it's a little smaller. It's a little lighter. The paper in this one is white, and I really like white paper because it's easier to find whiteout in white than it is in cream. I managed to find an old one in my shop, so I do have some cream whiteout for a little bit. Let's see. Let's go for page. Oh, let's do the outsides first. The Aliexpress version has a pocket in the back, which I really like. If you're going to use this without a cover, then I would really like to have a pocket in it. It also comes with month stickers and some of these random other things that I will never use, but it does come with month stickers. Let me show you how they stick out. Where's my other one here? So this is one that I had used. And if you work it right, they do stick out a little bit, but if you got one of those plastic covers for it, which they also sell on Aliexpress, then it would cover that right up. And I did put a pen loop in mine, because I buy pen loops in bulk. Anyway, so that's nice. There's a folder in there. So, and there is no folder in the back of this one. It does come with a pocket, a plastic pocket. And then it comes with a map. This one I got from Jet Pens. So it didn't come with the pen that usually comes in that little bear, or I don't care about the little bear. But I think when I do get my 2020, like I won't use this for January, February, March. When I do get the 2020, because I've decided that this is going to be my planner for a while, I will get it from the Hobonichi site and see what all the fuss is about the pen. All right, so page for page. Front cover. This one has, so they don't have, the Aliexpress one does not have a yearly overview, while this one does. And you could track different things, the kids' days off of school or whatever, paydays, whatever. I started using this one. It does have 2 years, but I used it for birthdays. This one. This one I'm using for, well, this is the different versions of this. This one I'm using for like weight loss journey, so you don't get to see that. And yes, I do weigh myself every day. I know I probably shouldn't, but it's not a big deal to me. Okay, so the monthlies. This one, the Aliexpress one, comes undated, so you can start it whenever. You can, you just circle the month, or you can put your stickers there. Like I said, I'm not a sticker person. I'm trying out some stamps because I don't like the thickness, and I use, I'll get to that, but I was using friction pens, and when I erase over a sticker, it just becomes a hot mess, and I couldn't stand it. So, I have to come up with a different way to do, like, so I don't use stickers. I'd rather use stamps, but it shadows, which is fine with me, but I don't like it when it shadows through here. So then I went ahead and started using stickers, which I don't like, because then, of course, I can't erase anything. That's a different story. Okay, so that's the monthlies, and let's look at some blank ones here. I don't think I really have any blank ones. Maybe January. Okay, so January's blank. The size is comparable. The boxes feel a little bit more narrow on this one. I'm not sure why. They might not be. Let's look. They're the same. They just feel different, maybe because there's no little squares in them, no grids in them, and that's fine. The weekly is the same. And I did measure. These are the same as these. There is no bottom border. There is a top here. So on this one, you do get more writing space because there's no stuff on the bottom. The writing space over here compared to here is about the same, because they give you a space to write the month or circle the month, or whatever you want to do up there. The amount of pages in the back is a lot less, and it's lined instead of grid, which I guess is fine. I prefer grid because these are pretty wide lined, and I tend to write kind of small. I think there was like 17 pages back here. Oh, I can't remember. I'll count them and put it down below. And there's, I think there was more like, yeah, 72 here. So 73. So you do have more pages back here for notes. And what I've decided, I'll get to that in a minute, what I've decided to do with that. But I just wanted to give you an overview, really, of what the differences are between the two. I know there's one person who is talking about wishing she had tried this before she had gotten this. But for the most part, there's not a lot. If you're looking to try a weeks to see if it's going to be okay for you, if it's something that you like, I would really, really recommend going on Aliexpress and getting this one. It does come in like gray, pink, and another color that I can't remember. So yeah, give it a shot. So now what I'm using this, how I'm using this, since I'm here, I might as well do this. Like I said, I use this to track my weight loss, and I am a monthly planner. I don't like using the week spreads because I just don't fill them up. So now I'm working on that, trying to get it figured out. But I'm really a monthly planner, and I'd rather use this because I like to see everything all at once. Starting here, I was really sick for a long time. Where did it go? Till about here, I started feeling much better after I got out of the hospital. Oh, it's the worst month. Anyway, yeah, so I plan everything. I'm color coding at the moment, but I've realized that since using the friction pens, while I do like that they erase, on this paper, they make a mess. They make a mess, and I can't get over that. It really, really bugs me that it really wears the paper, so that when I go to write on it again, it's really hard to write on, and I end up whiting it out. And another, where is it? Let's see if I can find one here. So you can see how wrinkly it is. That's from erasing. And another thing, when you erase on one side, if there's anything on the other side, since the paper's so thin, I find that it's erasing that side as well, because it's a, it's a friction thing. So when it heats up, it erases what's there. So with the paper being so thin, it is erasing what's on the back as well. And I don't want to deal with that. So what I've decided to do is I use, and I don't have it here. Come here. I'm going to do everything in black, and I use this Micron 03. I find that it writes just right in those little squares. And I decided to use my friction highlighters to highlight things and still get my color coding in there. What else? So with the weeklies, I'm trying. I'm really, really trying. So I decided there's little dots on here so that you can make it into squares. And I thought I'd use one for work and one for, I don't know, and then one for home. This is the first week that I've actually used this planner, and I don't think I like this. This isn't really going to work for me. I do like this. I don't know why I want to keep track of the weather, but I do. And over here I thought to-dos and stuff like that, but I've been kind of putting them over here because I don't really have a lot of to-dos every single day. So this time I'm just doing a home and a work, and I think this will work much better because I'm finding, oops, I moved you again, sorry. I'm finding that this is just not enough room for me. And then this will be where the weather goes, and then I don't know what's gonna go here. But I have figured out, like my original plan was to do lists to keep track of things that like we just bought a cottage. So I have sizes of all the windows for curtains, sizes that we have to replace a bunch of windows, ideas that I want to do up there. But instead I've decided to do, get out of the way, I've decided to do these little, and these are just grid paper that I made. So I put them on here so that I can move them from book to book instead of having to rewrite it every time. So what I do is, this page is actually passwords, that's why it's covered up. I just stick it in the back here and throw a clip on it. And that way it's always there when I want to go look at it. Get on there. I was trying to test some pens, but I also made some extras, like some movies that I just started. I saw a video, spoiler video actually, about weird endings of movies. So anyway, there's a little list, and I might either paste them over the top of this stuff that I can't figure out what it's saying, or just slide them in like I have been. But I did discover that, or I did decide that what I want to do with this note section is there's enough pages here for a week per page. And I'm a scrapbooker, but with starting a new business and having our granddaughter live with us, I just really don't have time for that anymore, but I still want to get my craft on. So I decided that what I'm going to do with these is take them and turn them into a weekly, like a little scrapbook page. I just bought a whole bunch of sticker paper so I can print pictures on it and it won't get too thick instead of photo paper. And I think I'm just going to use them as a weekly scrapbook page. My daughter and my daughter-in-law will post pictures of the grandkids on Facebook. The only one that is close to us is the one that lives with us. The rest of them are all elsewhere. So I'll take the pictures and post what they're doing, post what we're doing. Not post, but make scrapbook pages. And yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to use it for. This way I can save the book. It's got the year on it. I can go back and look at it anytime. I've got a little snippet of what the week was and things that I was thinking about in the back and that sort of thing. So I'm excited about using this. Now, what I normally do is I'll take my week. I have this thing from my old File Effects, those little personal ones. I got them Malden. And I really like that, but I like this better. So I use that. I kind of use it as a pencil board and also a marker. And then I've got my File Effects ruler that I just throw here. And that's what I use. I don't like these ribbons, they tend to get stuck in the zipper that I use. So I went out and got some of these page markers, page bookmarks, and there's one more thing in here. Was that it? That might be it. So anyway, so I'm using those. I'm going to cut these off, but for now they're just hanging out. And the case that I have right now, I'm always going through, I don't think I go through planner crisis as much as I go through, I want to change on how I'm doing things. So I have this Filofax, what is it, a Saffiano? Ugh, I can't remember. Saffiano? Yeah, I think that's it. And it works great because I like to put everything together. When I was in my TN, when I was in my Malden, I put all my card, I liked using it as a wallet. The only thing I don't like is I'm not a zipper fan. I'm not a fan of the zipper. And every time I open this, because I keep my pen right here, I could start keeping it over here, but it's kind of a, it's a pain. Like when I'm when I'm doing something, I don't like doing that. Maybe I could throw it down here. Anyway, every time I open it, the pen falls out. So, oh yeah, maybe I could just keep it down there. I've just never really been a big zipper fan, but I love the color. I don't use this for anything, but I love that it's a wallet. And when I plan, I pull it out. So that's another thing I don't like, because the back will start to get, let's see, can I show you on here? It kind of gets wonky, and from pulling it in and out. But I'll figure something out. I'm looking at TNs right now, but none of them are really wallet style that I like. So I ordered some card sleeves that are just about the same size as this. And if that works out, I will do a video on that so I can show you how it turned out. But I'm quite excited that I finally found a planner, I think, that's going to work for me. Even if I don't use the week section, if I turn that into the scrapbook pages, I would be happy. But that's what I wanted to show you. I wanted to show you the difference between the actual Hobonichi weeks and the Aliexpress weekly. There's a couple of different weeklies, and I will put a link down in the bottom of where I bought this actual one. So I hope this helped you. It would have helped me before I bought this. And I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.